What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. I have a fun one today. Hopefully you guys are tuning in from wherever you're tuning in at and just you know, feeling energized and, you know, whatever you might be feeling, hopefully feeling good. But I'm back out here at the beautiful Frisco Lakes. I tell you, I love this place. Today I'm gonna go through another range session for this episode of Road to Pro. I got another tournament coming up on November 4th, so literally in a couple days here. You guys know George Bryan. He's actually coming down to Texas and he's gonna be playing in that tournament with me. We're gonna do it together, so that is gonna be awesome. But basically today I'm gonna go through a range session. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the yardages with my new clubs. Obviously you guys saw the video with them and I talked a little bit, but my yardages have changed since I got these clubs, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And then I'm also going to just kind of work on flighting some shots, seeing some shots, and, you know, hitting shots that I'm seeing in my mind, and, you know, focusing less on my swing. I feel good about where it's at. I just got to trust it. So let's get into this and just beat some balls around and yeah, you know, make some progress. That's what it's all about. Hopefully you guys had your vitamin water this morning, aka coffee. I'm overly passionate about coffee. Stay tuned. Might have something cooking there, but let's get right into this. All right, so I'm gonna hit a couple shots here just to warm up. Usually like to warm up with the 52 degree, 51 degree, and just kind of get loose, hit some shots without really focusing on much. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through my wedges, even though, you know, these are not my irons, but it's been a while since I talked about them. So my 60 degree is it's a true 60 degrees. A full 60 degree for me goes right at 100 yards, and then basically I have three different swings with that. It's 100 yards, and I have 75, 100 yard stock for my 60 degree. I'm gonna hit a 75 yard shot here. All right, moving on to my 56 degree. This is right at 112 yards, so there's pretty good spacing between 60 and 56. This is 112 to 115 yards, and then my 9 o'clock swing with my 56 degree is exactly 100 yards. So it's really good to be able to have that to rely on. I'm gonna hit two full ones and then one knockdown. This is 112 to 115 yard club here. That's some crispy chicken, man. All right, so moving on to my 51 degree. It's actually 52, but it's bent to 51 just so we get a little better spacing. And this right here is 125 yards, almost exactly. And then if I do my 3/4 swing, it's about 110.
I know my cart guy.
Guys, this right here is Tyler, okay? And he works out here at Frisco Lakes. He's you're technically
So I manage the pro shop.
Right.
I am the events coordinator as well.
Right, but I talk a lot about Frisco Lakes, and Tyler is one of the best dudes I know. He's out here, and just, I mean, the people out here are great, and he came back here to tell me something, so I just wanted to introduce you.
Yeah, come see me, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm here
yeah.
for you.
All right, so this is the little knockdown. Those two were really well struck, and this is a little knockdown. Just a little left of it, but that was a good shot. All right, so 125, and this is where I may have a little bit of a gap that I need to work on, but let me know in the comments how I should fix that. But from 51 degree, I now go to pitching wedge, which is 46 degrees. And this is honestly a 145 club stock. I can push this to 155, and I want to tell you something real quick. So the thing about these new clubs that I really like, when I push these clubs a little harder, as long as my swing is staying on plane, they spin a little more, so I can get, if I, you know, this is 145, if I hit it hard, I can get it to 150, but it's not gonna jump and go 160, which is really good. So 145 stock. I'm gonna hit a couple of these, and I can push it to about 150 if I need to. I'm gonna play a little flighted shot. You'll see my swing change just a little bit here, but this is probably a shot that'll drop down to about 135. All right, 9 iron is now, it used to be about 170 with my old clubs, but now it's about 160, and I really like that. I can control it. The spin is a little higher. It doesn't release as much, but 160 for a 9 iron, as you can see right there. Just really liking how these clubs are spinning. And like I said, I have a tournament on the 4th in 2 days, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be doing I'll do a video about it. Oh, that was so good. Feels like Jimmy Buffet. Two really well struck shots there. I'm gonna flight this one a little bit, see if I can get it down to about 150. So that's 9-iron. And I tell you, sometimes when I get to rolling, I start talking banjo. Damn. It's ridiculous. All right, guys, moving on to my 8-iron. This is probably still about 175, 170 to 175. And if I push it, I can get it to 180. But I would say stock is 175 right there. And I really like that I can push these clubs and they're not going 20 yards farther, they're going 5 yards farther, which makes a very big difference in being able to, in gapping. All right, so that was really good. Moving on to 7-iron. My 7-iron is now still about 190, didn't change much there. I used to be able to get my 7-iron up to 200, maybe 205, but now with the way that these clubs spin, there's just really no chance, which I really like that. So 190, pushing it, getting 195 out of it, but stock for a 7-iron, 190. Wow, that thing landed on my target. That was a really good golf shot. All right, I was really trying to flight that ball in there, play a little draw in there, and it kind of maybe looked a little funny, but I'm gonna try to play a nice little low draw into that one just left this one in front of me. Keep turning, baby. Wind held it just a little bit. That was a really good shot though. I'm gonna try that again. Really focus on flighting that in there. Oh yeah, just beautiful. All right, so that's 7-iron. Now moving on to 6-iron. This club is exactly what I want it to be. It's 200 yards, pushing it to about 205, and that's a nice high penetrating ball flight. It's not really gonna roll out much, but yep, 15 feet right, not too bad. Oh, just wonderful. I don't need to hit another one after that. So 6-iron, 205, or 200, 205. Now moving on to my 5-iron. This is where things get really cool. This used to be like a 230-yard club with my regular apex. This is now dialing it back to about a 215. Really good to be able to trust that because I know it's gonna spin, I know it's gonna get high. So 215 yards. Right there for my 5-iron. Kind of trying to hit the same thing, just really focusing in on my target there. Kind of gave up on that one. Let me hit one more here. When I get to long irons, I tend to get a little quick. Got to be patient. Absolutely perfect. Worked its way over to the right about 15 feet right of my target. Pretty good shot there. Oh, that was just cool. All right, moving on to my 4-iron now. Thankfully, is 220 to 225, and that is about the max I can get out of this club. I used to be able to hit it. It's crazy because with my 4-iron and my Apex Pro set, I literally could hit that club 250, 260 if I wanted to. This one, it spins more, there's not as much release. I can hit this club about 225 max with lots of backspin, so it's not releasing off the green, really just giving me prime, optimal distance and optimal spin. Tried to hit a little cut there, came out of it. Tell you what, I love hitting that draw that goes out there, works its way back. I'm gonna try to do that one more time here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit a low, straight ball here. So that's my 4-iron, and that works its way through my irons. Obviously I have my 2-iron, which is next. We'll talk about that just because, you know, this beauty. This club is pretty much off the tee only. If I got 260 into a par 5, I can hit it. But this is kind of strictly off the tee. It's like a 3-wood, and I'm basically, this is kind of 260 to 280, and if it's the wind's behind me, I can get 300, but this is kind of where I focus on hitting the fairway. It's usually about 270 to 275. That's a really comfortable distance. All right, guys, so I go from 2-iron to driver. I don't really hit 3-wood, but here we go. Driver, probably anywhere from consistently 315 to 325. Obviously, I can hit it harder and get it farther sometimes if the wind's right, but you know, stock swings about, you know, 325, 320, probably. Couple good swings there, man. Feels good. You know, focusing on picking a target, you know, hammering that daggum thing. Well, guys, there you have the aftermath. I'm gonna hit a couple more of these balls here after I wrap this up, but obviously all of my clubs, all of my yardages, as you can see, still here right on the screen. That was a really good range session, and it was really awesome because I really focused on just flighting shots and really just seeing shot trajectories before I hit them, and I think that's extremely valuable, especially going into this next tournament. Pretty much gonna try to eliminate all my swing thoughts and just rely on what I know I'm capable of, and so I think that's gonna be a huge part of that. Yeah, this was a fun video. Let me know what you got out of it. Share it with your friends, whatever, and leave a comment, leave a like. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the support. Me and my wife Katie are making some plans to head down to Florida during this, you know, off season here in Texas, and playing some tournaments and really just kind of kick it into gear and just document that process. So stay tuned, keep grinding. Love you guys. Till next time, drink some more coffee.